What's up, y'all? It's Devin Dawson. My new album Dark Horse is out, but right now I'm gonna do a Ask Anything chat. Thank you to my dude Cody Allen at CMT for shouting this out and getting you guys to write in some questions. So here we go. This is Ask Anything. First question, Steph from Canada. Do you remember the first time you saw yourself on CMT? I do. I have an old song that a lot of y'all have written in and talked about how you love it, but it's called Blind Man, and that was the first song that I ever released in Nashville. It was kind of like my test in the waters kind of song, and I did this kind of behind the scenes video for it, and CMT played it. They've always been a huge supporter of me since the beginning of my career here, and I remember seeing that in like the lobby of a label for a visit or something that I was gonna go meet, and it was so cool to just see my face and know that it was on TV and that my mom could see it if she turned on the same channel, and it was just a really cool moment. Good question. Next, Austin from Norfolk. Did you ever consider any other names beside Dark Horse for the new album? It's a great question. Dark Horse was actually written and recorded like after we thought the record was done. I spent like a couple months in the studio with my producer, and then I continued to write just because I write every single day and I love it. And Dark Horse kind of came after that, and we just realized like this needs to be on the record. And before that, I didn't have that like finished feeling that I had after I wrote Dark Horse and recorded it. And we just hadn't talked about the title for the record yet. And so after we wrote Dark Horse, it was funny because nobody talked about it then either. Like nobody ever said anything. It was just like, that's the answer. And that's the dream, is to find a song that is so powerful that like there is no other option for a title than Dark Horse. So great question. Alyssa from Staten Island says, was it hard to write the thank you notes for the CD? That is a great question. I spent a lot of time on my thank you notes to the point where my manager was texting me every day like, you need to get this done today. And like I think it took me 2 more weeks past that. Like, we need them today, we need them today. And for me, it's like I wanted to make sure I didn't forget anybody, and I didn't want to just list a name or just say thank you to this person and just list a bunch of names. Like I wanted to say thank you for a certain reason. And yeah, it took a little while to craft it and make it right. And this is my first album, y'all. Like this is the first thing that I've done like this. And so I wanted to make sure that I thanked everybody that helped me get here. And it's not every day that an artist gets to release an album. So those thank you notes are prized possessions on the back of the case. Y'all should read through them. Next question. Jackie from Windsor says, who was the girl in your video? She's lovely. Her name is Sydney. And honestly, like, I didn't pick her. We worked with a guy named Justin Clough for the video. He's the director, and he is incredible, and he had a vision. And he found her and kind of just sent me like a portfolio of what she'd done, and I was like, I think it's great. Like, if you're happy, I'm happy. And honestly, it was the great, just kind of collaboration through the day of, because it's really just us two in the video. It's us two and then the setting, which is the prison. And she was so chill and so comfortable, and like our chemistry was great, and we just kind of made it through this really long day of shooting together. And she was a star. So Sydney, thank you for being in my video. Appreciate it. Jill from Nashville. That's my mom. No, it's not my mom. It's Nashville. Sorry. I just think everybody named Jill is my mom. Just kidding. I thought it said Jill from Sacramento for a second. My bad. Just kidding. Jill from Nashville, you're not my mom. Question is, if you got to record a Christmas song, what would you pick for Christmas 2018? Great question. My favorite Christmas song is Christmas Time Is Here, which is that kind of like slow ballady one in Charlie Brown Christmas. Christmas time is here, full of Christmas cheer, na 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 na. Like that is the most quintessential, beautiful Christmas song. That's the one I would choose. Next.